Welcome to Flashback Tracks. Travel back in time each Friday to an era of big hair, leg warmers, and Walkmans.
Far out.
Veg out with some clips from Downtime Broadcasting's promotional audio cassette magazine from the 80s and 90s, right here on the World Wide Web.
Selling 101, the Sales University of the Air. Today's sales tip concerns listening. Being a good listener is essential not only because you're listening for customer comments or questions, but because listening in itself is a selling skill. When you listen, the customer feels important. People like to feel important, and by listening to them, you're doing just that. Customers like to give their ideas. Many are creative and can help you in finding solutions for their business problems, thus translating into a sale. Listening helps you find out about problems, both within the buyer's company and those he has with your competitors. It enables you to pick up the little bits of data that may just be the key to a sale. And listening helps establish you as a pro. Not everybody likes a salesperson who rattles on and on. The customer might conclude the salesperson is more concerned about the presentation than about his problems. There are many things you should do to develop your listening skills. First and foremost, listen to yourself. Cut your talking to a minimum. Picture yourself in the customer's chair as you talk. He may be smiling, but has he heard enough? Has he heard too much? Is he squirming in his chair? Is it time to listen? Is it time to ask him an open-ended question? Then ask him and get him talking. Don't interrupt your customers once they're talking. Respond to his dialogue with, "Yes, I see," and with the body language of a nod or smile. Never let your customer feel he does not have your undivided attention, or the next person in his guest chair may be your competitor. Yes, you can take notes, but ask for permission to jot a few notes down while your customer talks, and don't forget to look up more than down. Jotting notes allows you to write down your next question while you concentrate on your client. Be sure the customer has said all he or she has to say before you react. Listen attentively. Your customer will lead you to your best response. Listen for stress areas that the customer doesn't like, or where there have been problems. An area you sense he doesn't want to talk about, you shouldn't touch. Take a 180-degree turn and pursue another area while displaying empathy for the situation or problem. Like any other selling skill, listening is in itself a skill. Practice it. Right after your next presentation, perform a mental review. Replay the meeting in your mind and ask yourself, how could I have been a better listener? Let's face it, there's always room for improvement.
Travel back in time with us next Friday as we share more clips from the 80s and 90s on another rad episode of Flashback Tracks, exclusively on Promo Corner. Time to bounce.